Industrial growth continues to be important and occurs between 1800 and 1860. Transcendentalism came to America and became a literary culture. The Transcendentalists believed that knowledge could be reached through intuition and the inner spirit. Transcendentalism represents a new way of understanding truth and knowledge. In transcendental philosophy, the routine of life and society are barriers between the self and the spirit. Imagination was glorified as one of the main characteristics. The momentous movement was idealistic. This movement had a founding father, and his name was Ras Waldo. Another person who influenced this movement was Henry David Thoreau, who said that he had to live in a natural world and have more freedom to write and meditate. Another influential person was Margaret Fuller. She supported abolition, women's rights, and social equality. The Transcendentalists support the interests and needs of Native Americans and African Americans, the rights of women, and protects against the government when actions were not good for the common good. She was born on December 10, 1830, in the United States. She was a passionate American poet. Her father was a lawyer and her mother a respectable lady. During her childhood, she was brought strictly. In her youth, she decided to isolate herself from the world by keeping in contact with close people such as relatives and friends. Her words had a special sensitivity, mystery, and depth. Strangeness and darkness were in as essential qualities in her poetry. She died on May 15, 1886. This work was developed on a road along which the writer traveled with death on a trip to the afterlife. This work is characterized by individualism and the inner light of its writer. The relationship of this work with history is that throughout it the writer defined the direction of poetry and how it is read and understood now. In addition to the Puritan teaching, the struggle between political positions and the social influence of that moment were aspects that were reflected in the words of this poet. This work explores a connection between man, nature, and the soul, values simplicity and intuition. The main protagonist of this work is the writer. She tells about her dad and why she couldn't stop her upon arrival. The conflict in this literary work is external because it is the writer's struggle against that, and in which she says that everyone will die and that day will be in eternity forever.